All right, guys, welcome to this week's drum lesson. Now, to be honest with you, I'm kind of having a bad day. But one thing that remedies a bad day is playing the drums. And for me, teaching drums. Absolutely love teaching you guys stuff in the drums. So thank you so much for even watching this video. Come on, that's crazy. Today we're going to talk about some 30-second note half-beat drum fills. Okay, so if you're watching this in the members area, you'll see a download link for the sheet music right below. And if you're watching this on YouTube or something, you got to become a member. It's free, it's easy, it's fast, and it's fun. So let's start with number one. I'm just going to play it for you guys at 70 beats per minute. And you'll notice on the and of 4, I'm just doing a group of 4 30-second notes. Now there's 8 30-second notes for one beat. So we're basically doing half of a beat. Just at the end of the 4, and then crashing back in on the 1. And I'm playing these just as single strokes, right, left, right, left. So here it is played at 70 beats per minute. All right, now I'm going to play it faster for you guys. And so you'll notice, like, I'm just written it in on the and of 4, but you could write it in on the and of 2 if you want as well, and you could play it just so it happens more often and something you get more and more comfortable with. But these are really great for just something, you know, at the end of like a 4 or 8 bar phrase within a song. You know, if you don't need a big fill, you know, you can just do this, a little something, something. Don't give everything away right away. But this just adds that little bit and kind of sets up the next section. So here, number one is play it at 120 beats per minute. Okay, now let's move on to number 2. Number 2 is a little bit more challenging as we're starting to move around the drums a bit. So you got 2 notes on the high tom, 2 notes on the snare drum. And you notice when you start to move between the drums, especially going quickly, you know, using 30-second notes, even at 70 beats per minute, which is what I'm going to play it at, it's still relatively fast, you know. And so make sure you're comfortable with it before you start speeding up. You don't want to, like, whack your hand. I know I used to do that all the time. So just take your time. It's no rush to get fast. Does that even make sense? But take your time to 2 on the high tom, 2 on the snare. Here it is, play it at 70 beats per minute. All right, now let's take that up to 120 beats per minute, and I'm going to show you guys how it sounds played really fast. All right. Beat number 3 is kind of the most challenging for me. I know I put it right in the middle. Usually the hardest ones are at the end, but I thought, what the heck, why don't we just put it in the middle and I'll try and throw a fastball to you guys. But I'm sure you'll get it, no problem. Basically, we're going from the high tom to the low tom. And so, at least for me, the challenge was not hitting the rims of the mid tom and trying to get 2 clean strokes on the high tom and 2 on the low tom. And then especially once you're coming down here, coming and crashing back on the 1. So I have 2 crashes, so sometimes I crash here, sometimes I crash there. You can do whatever you want. But let me play this one for you guys, 70 beats per minute. All right, now I'm going to play that for you guys faster, and you'll really see how moving from the high tom to the low tom can be a big challenge. And so it's something you don't want to rush it. Don't push yourself too hard. But this is great exercise for working your way around the kit. And if you want, you could also go from the mid tom to the low tom, which is easier. A lot of times I do that just to simplify. But this definitely looks cool, because you're moving a long distance and kind of sweeping across the drums. So check it out. All right, number 4, we're moving away from the groups of 2, or the groups of 4 and the groups of 2, and we're doing 1 on the low tom, high tom, and then 2 on the snare. All right, so low tom, high tom, 2 on the snare. This one sounds really cool. Check it out at 70 beats per minute. All right, so now I'm going to bump that up to 120 and show you guys how it sounds really fast. All right, so number 5 is definitely one of my favorites. Again, I just want to tell you guys, make sure you just start them slow and speed them up as you get comfortable. It's a huge drag if you try and go too fast too soon. It'll actually hinder your progress. I always said to my students, if you practice wrong, you get better at playing wrong. So you want to practice right and get better at playing right. So if you just start slow, like I say, and slowly progress, you'll have way more success. So let me play number 5 for you at 70 beats per minute. All right, now let's play number 5 up to speed at 120 beats per minute. So there are some 30-second note half-beat drum fills. Like I said in the beginning, even if you're having a bad day like me, drums can make everything better. So get to your kit and play some drums already. See you later.